What's the prison we live in? Pain. It is one of the great myths, one of the great lies that we have bought from the time we were little children, that we have free will. You hear me? Oh, we are so proud of our free will, aren't we? We always have a choice. Both. You really don't. It turns out that almost every time anybody does anything, I can point, because they come from all over the world, and I get to see people from every culture do this. We are responding to what we were taught and to the pain that we experienced when we were little kids. Most people never grow up past 4. That's it. They're done. They've done social psychology studies to show that, for example, if you just take 6 words to describe somebody and you start off with really positive words and you end up with a really negative word and kind of graduate to get from one end to the other, if you describe to 1,000 people a mythical person, say David, and you use 6 words, positive to negative, and then you take another 1,000 people and use the same exact words, negative to positive. The first David is good and the second David sucks. We're prejudiced that much by the word we just heard. So how much do you think we're prejudiced by what we were told when we were 4 years old? So you're 4 years old. Has anybody ever heard this expression? Anybody ever heard this sound? You're 4 and you make a mistake. You spill milk, you whatever. It doesn't matter what the mistake is. And somebody goes... You ever heard that? You know what that means? You know what that translates to? You are shit. That's what it translates. Little children ain't complicated. Are they? No, they're not. If you want to know what really matters in life, there are 2 groups of people you can ask. The first one semi-reliably, the second one almost perfectly reliably. I've spent a fair bit of my life around people who are about to die. They know they're going to die. They know they're going to die within the next day or 2. Never met one of those people who's pulled out their checkbook and said, look how much I got in the bank. Not one. Wish I'd spent more time in the office. Did you know that I was president of the Cracker Bank? No. You know what they talk about? They talk about the people they love and the people who love them. Period. That's it. Which means that for most people, when they get to the end of their lives, they don't have much to say. No kidding. Here's the other group of people you can rely on. My grandson, Jack. He's 3. When Jack comes to my house, as he just did the other day, he runs across the entryway. He flies across the dining room floor. He leaps into the air. You remember those old Garfield cat things that people had on? And he leaps into the air with no thought for his own safety because he knows I'll catch him. And for the next however many days he's there, he never leaves my side. It's like a really tenacious flea. Because Jack has figured out at 3 what the rest of us have all forgotten. All that matters is, I love him. Jack doesn't give a crap whether I've written a book or 20. None. Or appeared on this show or that show or traveled to this place or that place. Or he doesn't care. All he knows is, my grandpa loves me. 2 of my grandkids just went home. And on the way to the airport, my wife said to the oldest boy, 11, so what was your favorite thing? And she's, kind of running through her mind what it might be, because we did, a variety of different, relatively fun things. And he said, pouring concrete. Why do you think? He was with me. She said, what was your second favorite thing? And he said, swimming in the lake, because he was with me. Then he asked the granddaughter what her favorite things were, and guess what? Shocking. They were all the things she did with Grandma. See? My granddaughter used to be my favorite, and then she turned about 7. I was her favorite. She discovered she was a girl, looked at me and went, I never saw her again.